All right. So this is your Unit 4 test review for 2018. It says in Miss Hickey's science class, students were given a rectangular note card. The table shows the length and the area of each card, which equation represents the rate of change between the area of card Y with the side length of X. So to be able to find the rate of change, you need to figure out the change of Y and the change of X. So change between here is 135 minus 90. The way that you find change is you find the difference. And so the difference would be 45. And then you find the change of X, or the difference, and that's not X, it's 5. And Y goes on top, so it'd be 45 over 5 equals 9. Okay? And just to make sure that they're not just making sure that this is a proportional relationship, I want to figure out where X is 0. So if I go down 5, I go to X is 5, then I go down 45 here, which is 45. Then I go down another 5, which is 0, and that would be 0. So this is a proportional relationship. So that means that the answer will be C. All right, the graph below shows the relationship between the minutes it takes to fill up a pool. What's a constant proportionality by this relationship? So y'all can do rise over run to find the constant proportionality, or as I like to do it, I like to put into a table. So my X is 1, 2, and then this is 2.5, and that's 5. So when Y changes, it adds 2.5. When X changes, it adds a 1. So 2.5 over 1 equals 2.5. And I know it's a proportional relationship because it goes to the origin. So the answer is D. Okay, consider the following graph. Which equation represents the relationship within this graph? So first things first, we got to find our M and we got to find our B. I'm going to make this graph a little bit bigger so I can work with it. There goes my pen. Okay. So we're going to write the equation using the y is equal to mx plus b. M is your slope, or as we call it, the constant rate of change in 7th grade. And b is your y-intercept. The y-intercept is where the line crosses the y-axis. And so as I told my kids, I like to put my finger on the y-axis and I bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down until you hit that line. And that point right there is my y-intercept. So my y-intercept is plus 2. As of right now, there's only one answer, that's not that, with a plus 2. So it means all the other ones are wrong, and the answer is G. But I'm going to show you how to find the slope. So we're going to do rise over run. And so we're going to start at the bottom dot, and we're going to rise and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 goes on top, and you can go 1, 2. And 6 over 2 equals 3. So my slope is 3, which is still correct. All right, number 4. Sting received a gift card of $45 to use for an online app market to buy applications for his tablet. All apps cost $1.80, which table represents the relationship between X, the number of apps Jonas can buy, and Y, the balance remaining on his gift card. Okay, so I'm going to create my own table and then find the answer. So if I bought 0 apps, it means I have $45. So I'm going to check my table. So A is right, B is wrong, because they have it switched. And then D is wrong because at 0 apps it says you have $0 and it looks like you're gaining money when you buy apps. That's not how it works. Okay. In my table, my next number is 2. So this will be 2 apps. Well, 1 app costs $1.80. So 2 apps cost $3.60. So $3.60, not $360. So you'd be $3.60. So when you subtract it, you get $41.40, which is correct here, but not correct here. It looks like they only went down a cost for one app. So the answer would be A. And I want you to put a star on this one because this one will be one of the most missed because y'all don't pay attention to how many apps are being bought. You know it costs $1.80, so you just go down $1.80 every time, but that's not how this works. You have to figure out how many apps are buying and then go down by the cost of that. All right, consider the following graph. Which verbal description represents the relationship within the graph? A value of x increased by a constant factor of 3/2 and subtracted by 3 to produce an output of y. All right, well, first off, let's just find our m and our b, and I'll let you know what that means in that graph. So our b is our y-intercept, so I'll bring it down here, and that's right there. So that's a -3. Okay, so now let's find our rise and run and find our constant or our slope. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. So my slope is 3/2. So basically, this, what the equation would be, y is equal to 3/2 x minus 3. So my x value is being increased at a constant factor of 3/2 and then being subtracted by 3. So C and D are wrong because it says the constant factor is a 3, which I know is actually 3/2. Okay, then A is correct because it says it's being increased. This is not A being decreased. Okay. All right. Number 6, the table shows the relationship between H, the number of hours Heather worked, and W, the amount of wages she earned. Which equation represents relationship in the table? Okay, so find the amount change. So here would be, I'd say about $15, I believe. So you do $250 minus $750. It'd be a $15 change. And here is a 2-hour change. So it'd be 15/2, which is 750. So my constant is 750. So it means it's going up by 750 each hour. So the answer would be B. And a lot of you could see it for 1 hour is $7.50, and that's perfectly fine. But that only works if it's a proportional relationship, which generally they all will be. Okay, in Mr. Old's math class, students were given a rectangular greeting card. The tables show the length and the area of each card. So we're going to do the same thing. So this is going up by 5. And it should be going up by 15 again. So you have 15/5, which equals 3. So the answer would be B. All right. A cooking club opens with 50 members. Each month, the member increases by 13 members. Writing the equation to represent the relationship between the number of months a cooking club has been open and for X and the total fitness club membership. Okay, so we're going to have Y is equal to MX plus B. M is your constant rate of change, which is constantly increasing by, and B is just your one-time thing. So my one-time thing would be 50 members because it starts with 50 members. It doesn't go up by 50 members every month. It just starts with 50. The 13 would go in front of the X because that's my constant rate of change. Because every month it constantly increases by 13 members. So my equation would be Y is equal to 13X plus 50. And that's supposed to say cooking club. All right, a dog can run at a rate of 16 feet in 0.25 minutes, which represents the constant rate of change of the dog's run. Okay, we had this on our last Unit 3 review, so it means you're going to have a very similar question to it on your Unit 4 test. So I know for 16 feet, it took my dog 0.25 minutes. If I divide that, you get 64 over 1 minute. Okay, put a star on here because y'all missed this one last one. You need to set up a proportion and divide. So it took him 64 feet in 1 minute. So A is wrong because it says 16.25 feet per minute. B is wrong because it says the constant is 0.25 when the constant is 64. And D is wrong because even the y-axis and the x-axis are flipped. The numbers are flipped. Those don't work. Okay, and then C is correct because of the timeline. See right here, 1 minute is 64. All right, guys, that is your Unit 4 review. Thank you.